I'll say that for me personally, I feel like my selection in men has been poor
Facts. I agree. That's the
because
first thing you said that makes sense today. My bad. You're right. You got it.
What are you picking men based on, ma'am?
I'm just going based off of your example from the guy that tried to hold your hand. That's all I'm saying.
Lord, Lord of mercy.
Mm.
Forget that guy. But
Can you repeat? I didn't register that question you
question
asked.
is, should men be held accountable for women's poor selection in men? There's a little video that comes in this, but I want to know y'all's take before you hear this man's explanation. Okay,
But
so
I think men ain't gonna have no choice. But go ahead, Jasmine. Ladies
No,
first.
you can finish. You started talking before.
I
No,
just want
I don't think
Quinay to
men have
go
a
and
choice.
apologize to that man before she lose a good one.
how you know
Yeah,
he's
what
a
was
good one?
Yeah, she said he fit all the boxes. She said he checked off a whole lot of boxes, but he was walking behind her. That's all she said.
She said that.
Did she not? Did you not say
felt
he
like
checked?
he did. Yeah, I felt like he did. And then in person, it was a
See?
completely different dynamic.
Maybe
Yeah,
he was nervous.
She said out of her own mouth that he checked off a whole lot of boxes. That's what she said.
Q,
Maybe
what's the
he was
question?
nervous.
Q, what's the question?
Should men be held accountable for women's poor selection in men? I think maybe back to Kwane. I think maybe he was nervous. Maybe he should try on a one-on-one. Men get nervous during dates too. But
I don't think men should be held responsible. We're responsible. We in
right.
it.
Jasmine, what's going on with your service?
I think it's StreamYard.
No, she's the only one dropping.
No, my camera's like 10 seconds behind.
Oh yeah, you're lagging. Okay, so I'm gonna play this little video that Umar Johnson stated.
Understand me. Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course you're going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need.
See,
I
that's what
would
I was saying. And I ain't see this video. But men don't have no choice. Like if you saying that if all the women out here, they making bad choices. But that's the selection that's out there. You know what I'm saying? How can women make bad choices without a bad selection of men? So I agree with Umar.
I don't agree. I got a caveat.
Let Marva go first. Go ahead, Marva.
Because I made a bad selection, which caused me to be a single mom. I cannot blame it on anyone but myself, because I came from a 2-parent religious home. All of my siblings got married first before they had kids. I was the youngest. They say I was a little spoiled. Parents didn't crack down on me as much. I'm living in the hoods of Miami. All around me is not the best selection, but I had a father who would want to guide me, but I didn't take his advice. Maybe more so to rebel being in a religious household. But when I entrusted him to help me, when I figured out, I'm not making great selections here. Let me listen to the man that has it all together, that did everything that the good book said. And guess what? I found my great husband who provides. He's there for my son. He didn't even want a single mom. But one thing about me, I guess, as a single mom, I had the foundation of seeing that marriage. I didn't make any excuses and say, poor me, I'm a victim. I took accountability. I shouldn't have done this. I'm not leading with single mom. I'm not playing the victim. I'm a conqueror. Yes, I was wrong. Hey, he didn't want to date a single mother at first. You know what? I understand that. I didn't chew him out. I didn't curse him out. None of that. And here I am today. But that's just my 2 cents. No, we cannot blame men. Maybe those particular women can if they did not have what I had, and I was a strong male figure in my home.
You see how Logic just dipped out? Don't worry, he gonna fight you against your own accountability, Marva. Go ahead, Logic. Tell her how she wrong about how it's actually men's fault again.
She been listening to too much Kevin Samuels. She need her ass whooped.
No, that's it. You can't blame it on men. I had a buddy reach out to me after the last show when I told you guys I was dating a woman, 36-year-old black woman with no kids, and you guys were fucking appalled that she didn't have no kids. And he said, "Where the fuck do y'all meet these women? I know they're everywhere. You talk to you niggas and they ain't everywhere. So you need to put yourself in a better situation and surround yourself with better people, and you'll find better men."
But I remember that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I just remember a couple weeks ago, y'all. Go ahead. Go ahead, Logic. No, I just recall a couple weeks ago, y'all said there's not a lot of men out there, right? Y'all men said that. So if there's not a lot of men out there, who should these women be picking?
They're everywhere.
Quinn, that's what I'm saying. These men on these panels, Anton was there, Logic was there, Steve was there. You guys say there's not a lot of men, there's males. So if there's not a lot of men.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
that was Logic and Steve.
Oh, that was Logic and Steve?
No, you said that. This nigga Anton.
You said that too, Anton.
What did I say?
I'm gonna call this nigga Ice Spice because he changed.
What did I say? No, wait. What did I say?
Y'all agreed there's not a lot of men out there. You said there's a lot of males, right? You guys said that.
I don't remember saying that.
What's your anecdotal experience dealing with men, Miss Erica?
I don't remember saying that.
What kind of men do you come across?
Logic and Steve was over there fighting and trying to say that men ain't shit, and I absolutely disagree with them.
What?
I disagreed with Logic and Steve. I've been fighting Logic since they cloned him. I've been fighting Logic since they cloned him. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what lab he went into. I don't know what Germany did to him. I don't know what they put in his bloodstream. All I know is it's his birthday, so I gotta take care of my guy on his birthday. But Logic is absolutely scrambled in the brain right now. I don't know what the fuck.
Anton, you agreed.
Look, let me make this point though to Anton. This is what I don't do. Like I said, the more I listen to you niggas, the more y'all step on y'all shit. Like I said, look, y'all said niggas are leaders. Niggas ain't leaders. You know what I'm saying? All y'all points, it just don't mesh. Like I said, it sound good for the internet. It's comfort food for niggas in the chat that's mad at these bitches for goddamn, you know what I'm saying, fucking them over in the 6th grade. But when you look at these points, it makes no sense. So in this situation here, if you see if Umar Johnson is saying, hey, look, you know what? These are the type of men you talk about on the Millionaire Morning Show. Cars getting repoed, making $40,000. This is what you talk about all the time. So now when I see and say, okay, I agree with you, Anton, but these are the type of men that the majority of these women have access to. Then you said, no, she make a poor choice. But if you only got Food Line in your neighborhood, then you're going to eat Food Line. That's just what it is. These women mostly have access to these bum-ass niggas. And look, man, I'm done. Fuck this show.
Logic. I think Logic got married secretly.
No, Anton, you talk about it. Your Million.
I think that Logic got married. Honestly.
No, Anton, he's right. I watch your Million.
No, he's not right.
You tell these guys to level up. You tell these guys to stop being bums. Your 40K is not enough. Your 70K is not enough. You tell these guys that all the time.
If they was making $200,000 a year, I will push them to make $500,000. I'm always gonna push my people to be better. Every single live stream, I'm always gonna add game, and I'm gonna try to push them to be better. You know that to be true. The other side of it, though, is that what I've also said is how many, and I've done this on multiple panels, and you can ask them right now, how many women that's on this panel right now actually passed up on a guy that they should have married?
AJ, would you like to answer first?
She said how many women?
Oh, he said women. Oh my bad. I was reading
the guy that you should have married. Get him out of here, Q. What are you doing? What are you talking about?
Every person on every single woman on this panel. And it flies in the face of the argument that there are no good men out here, or the available men is not there, because every woman on this panel has passed up on a guy that they probably should have married.
No,
that's a fact.
Are we going to let the women answer that question?
No,
start with you. Start with you.
I don't think so.
No, Q, fuck that. You know it's true.
What God hasn't planned for me is
and this is how they gaslight you. The reality is that if most women have either A, friend zoned, or B, passed up on the guy that they should have been with, most, not all, you're gonna find an anomaly here and there. But if most women have passed up on a guy that they either friend zoned or they should have married, you can't then make the argument and say, well, where's all of these good men? Is that they don't qualify for the men that they want now.
No.
That's a fact. They should have went with the guy that they friend zoned.
If you're right, if you're right. See, let them answer the question. Ladies, did y'all pass up on the men that y'all should have married?
Go one by one. Go one by one. Q, we know that she did. Go ahead.
Oh,
wait. I never said that. I've never said that.
I ain't answering this question.
That's the difference.
No,
I didn't want to marry them.
Because I got a curveball for Anton too, though.
No. Q said she didn't want to marry them, but was he a good person? Wait. Was he a person that could have been a great husband in a relationship?
The two men, no. One wouldn't have been a good father.
Q,
so no.
You said that you was toxic and you had fucked up a relationship.
Oh, that was an ex, but I didn't know if with his mental health, I don't know if he would have been a good father. He could have been a great husband, but with the father situation, I don't think so. Yeah.
Quandale, you want to answer the question? I saw you dip off real quick.
That all the women said yes.
It froze. Right? It froze. I had to come back in.
Hold on, let him answer.
Yeah.
Have you passed up on your guy, ma'am?
I actually found somebody 2 years ago, and then they were murdered. So I'm having a lot of trouble with the whole dating. A lot of trouble with the dating scene.
Sorry.
What say you,
we're gonna
Jasmine?
assume all the women say yes, right? They probably don't want to share their
No, we're not gonna assume that, nigga. We gonna ask them to let them.
Well, they ain't saying shit.
No.
Marva, before your husband now, did you pass up on a good man? Yes or no?
That's hard for me to answer. Because it's gonna be no for me. Because
what she had kids married.
Because my dad handpicked pretty much my husband, so I can't say yes.
Thank you for that. Miss Sanchez, we're gonna get through all the women. Miss Sanchez, have you passed up on a good man?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Do y'all men want to ask her another question?
Because when we originally started dating, I had one kid at the time, and he had 4 with 3 baby mamas.
That's a good man? Wait, hold on.
Him. But listen, he has 2 of his kids full time. The mama's not shit. He takes care of 2 of his kids full time. No, the mom.
No, freaky Jason. No.
I just felt like that was a lot for me to deal with my one and you bring in. So I didn't want to do it. But we actually are still friends, and he's really a good man. He's making really good money. Like
how many baby mamas he got?
3, 4 kids.
3.
No, not a good man. No.
What's his name? This is not
by default. He took himself out the realm of good man when he went to 2, 3, and 4.
He didn't have big discipline.
That doesn't make him a good man. I feel like
that nigga is gooping in the better part of our black women.
for the kids, he's not taking care of the kids, that makes him not a good man. If he's a good father and he's taking care of his kids and his business and he's polite, he treats you like a queen, that's a good man.
I mean, a man would
If he would have married one of them, that would have made him a good man.
Wait. Miss Sanchez, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How many guys can you think of in your lifetime from before you had a kid and everything? How many guys can you think of in your lifetime that you've probably missed out on that would have been a good man, in your opinion?
One. Probably maybe a lot, because when I didn't have any kids, my thing was I'm not dating none with any. And I couldn't think like that, because just because they have one or some doesn't make them not a good man. So probably a lot, because I didn't give them the chance. I didn't let them pass that stage to get to know them better, because I was prejudging them. So
Logic. Go ahead. What was your point?
No. Look, goddamn, girl, why you had to talk?
No, go ahead. Logic, make your point.
But look, because I already know they passed up good men. That's not the point. The point is, we're asked. This is what we don't do on these panels. We kind of corner the women, and we don't switch it and ask the same thing of the man. Because if you ask the man on this panel, wait, hold up. If we ask the men on this panel, have they missed out on their potential wife? And I can tell you this, I missed out on about 12 of them because I was just being me. So I'm being truthful. Like I said, I know them, all these women probably had like 8 or 9 on. I done had 12 on. So just say, let's be honest.
Okay. Let's start from the bottom. AJ, how many good women have you passed up on or done wrong?
All of them.
What's all of them? Give us a number. Can you give us a number?
I'm not married, so all of them.
But can you give us a
No,
number?
all good, this question does not apply to men.
What can I'm curious to know on the men's behalf, though.
It doesn't apply to men.
It's not the same, because
AJ, we just want a number. Y'all asked us, and then y'all can go back to your little
same. This question.
I know, but I'm just curious. I'm just curious, AJ. How many women estimation if you lost count?
Women that I felt were agreeable. First off, you can't go on a date with me if you're not at least agreeable to some extent. So all of them, like, that's what I'm saying. Every woman
all of them estimation. We gave numbers. We said one.
I don't know, 10. Let's go with that.
You don't know how many women? Okay, Hassan.
You know how many women? You know how many men you've dated in your life?
Yes. I know all their names, last names, and their middle names. But yes.
First dates, even 2-week dudes that was walking behind you and being weird and wanting to hold your hand. Like,
don't put Kwame under the rug.